Vinyl Guru in the house. Here to talk today with Chris, Mr. Chris Propfe. Here on the wonderful Match Game. Yes, 70s rendition of Match Game. Now, if you don't know how this goes, I'll give you a little quick recap. Essentially, I throw him questions. I try to hopefully match with him. These are going to be all on his opinion, so hopefully I know him. We'll see. I don't know. If I don't get any of them right, oof, maybe the whole world will get wet willies and we'll be vaccinated by fruit roll-up ingredients. I don't know. But here's the thing. I'm not doing this alone, dear, because CHER is back. Oh, honey, she was just out on a press conference. She's back here again, too.
Where's Sonny?
You out of your mind tonight?
Oh, we don't talk about him, honey.
Oh, okay.
But it is sunny here. As you can see, I am feeling the sun right now. So, let's start you lubing up here.
What I want to say first, though, about the Match Game. My dad is so funny. He's in his 70s.
Yes.
He watches reruns of the Match Game.
The best.
So, and it's killer because you see all the old outfits and the politically incorrect questions and everything.
And that stuff was phenomenal. Match Game, Hollywood Squares, all that stuff. There was a like premium game show era, but Match Game was my favorite.
Right.
So here's what's gonna happen. Favorite color. Now, I don't think I've ever seen you in anything but this, even though I know it is not a color. We're hitting you with it anyway.
Yeah, that's a good choice, but it's blue.
Ironically.
Yeah, I wear a lot of black. I think because I'm trying to, get to my inner Johnny Cash.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is making so much sense now.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about this? Favorite live album. Now, I think this was kind of the right choice for you. I'm not going to lie. Kiss Alive.
I forgot about that album. That actually is a better choice than what I picked.
Oh,
I picked Johnny Cash live at San Quentin.
Let me get this straight. You were
pissed
listening
off.
to a lot of Johnny Cash while doing these questions? Was that what was happening?
You know what? I just did a video with Mike, Guitar Player 07, about Johnny Cash, so this was probably in it. But Kiss Alive, man, now I'm pissed. I should have picked that album.
See how this happens? Well, we start to get to know you too, so now we know he's got a fetish for the cash, honey.
I do, yeah.
Dollar bills.
All right. Well, so what? We didn't get anything right yet, huh?
But don't worry, we're still getting our feet wet. Okay.
Right.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I have been a freaking diva for 40
Sure.
freaking
Favorite
years.
punk bands. Now I have to get this one. I just simply have to. Black Flag.
Yes, Black Flag. Woo! Nice.
Woo! All right. See, I told you. Don't worry. It's just dipping in.
Yeah.
What's another band that you think should be added in the Big Four? Now I said Exodus.
That's a really good choice. So here's the thing. You've got a few choices. You've got Exodus. You've got Overkill.
Yeah.
Testament.
You do. Oh yes.
I'll say Death Angel. I kept going back and forth between Overkill and this other band, and I picked Testament.
Testament is the good one. Testament is a really killer one.
I mean, Exodus is a really good choice. And I know Ron's going to be pissed at me because he's a huge Overkill fan.
Yes.
But Testament just, I don't know. I think they had more commercial power than like some of the other bands. They were very close to like Metallica mainstream.
Whatever. Now,
Well, they
why
just released a new album.
They didn't make it? Like, were they just not on MTV as much?
No, they actually had some videos on MTV. Like, I remember as a kid there was that show
I
Headbangers
don't remember
Ball.
seeing them on like Headbangers Ball or anything. Really?
Yeah, they had some videos. They had a big album called Practice What You Preach, which was
yes.
And you listen to it, the lead singer's name is Chuck Billy.
Yeah.
And he sounds basically like James Hetfield's brother from Metallica.
You know, I'm gonna have
But
to revisit it, and it's
they
been
had
really
the
long time.
sound, they had the sound, they had the look, they had the songs, they had the album covers, which were killer. I don't know. I guess they were just not up to par.
Yeah, it could have been some behind the scenes stuff we don't know about too, you know. But talk
Yeah,
about
maybe.
a really killer band logo like that, the way it's all connected and stuff too. I love that. But yeah,
Exodus, did you know that Kirk Hammett from Metallica played in Exodus?
yeah. Fun fact. Fun
Yeah.
fact of the day.
Yeah, they're a good band though. That was a good choice, but I have to go with Testament.
Not a bad choice either. Now, okay, so I know you're a bit well-traveled, so I had to ask, what was your favorite city that you dug in? Now, I went the land of the port.
I'm going Ithaca, New York.
Ithaca. We're all learning. Why?
Here's the thing. Ithaca, it's right on Cayuga Lake in the Finger Lakes region of New York. They have a record store there called Angry Mom Records. And it's killer. Yeah, look it up online. Angry Mom Records. It's a really cool place. It's downstairs underneath like a bookstore.
Okay.
And it's just one of these cool vibes. I don't know if you've ever been to Ithaca before.
I haven't been. I've been to
It's like a cool, like,
been to New York. I haven't been to Ithaca yet.
yeah, there's a college there, and it's sort of like an artsy sort of area.
Okay.
You know, but the Angry Mom record is great. So when I'm not digging in Poughkeepsie, if I'm up in Ithaca, that's where I like to dig.
Okay. Very so far, to be honest.
What do we get? We get one question, right?
You're on the board. You're on the board.
Well, see, here's the thing. Black flag is the most important thing anyway.
Follow this show, you bitches.
You know what? True. Fair point. Fair point, and you know, choices, perspectives.
Right.
What was the most that you ever dropped on a record? I'm going 80.
Well, you were close, 60. And that's on one single record because
Yes, one single.
When I bought the Motorhead box set, that was more money. But the album that I bought was a band called the SUBHUMANS.
Yes.
They're on the SST label.
Yes.
This is a great album. This came out in '83.
So did that never get a reissue? Is that why you spent?
Never got a reissue. And I think now it's going for like $90, $100 now. So it's a killer album. I should really listen to it more. And I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on the SUBHUMANS. But
I'm aware of SUBHUMANS too. Yeah,
I mean, they have other releases, but this is a great album. It's called No Wishes, No Prayers.
I don't know that record. I do know of them, like I said, but I don't know that record in particular. Is that a record that you would recommend of theirs for people to dive into?
I would. I mean, this is the only thing I think I've heard from the SUBHUMANS, and it's really good. I mean, but I'm a sucker for the SST label. So, like, if something came out on SST in the 80s.
Show it to the people so they know what you're talking about here.
The label?
Yeah, show it to the people. Because I know what you're talking about, but not everybody might.
Yeah, can you see that right there?
Get up in there. There you go, people. You see that?
SST.
There you go.
Okay, so basically, SST is a punk label that started in California in the early 80s by Greg GINN, the guitarist of Black Flag.
I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. Oh, I didn't know that.
So, but let me tell you who was on the SST label. Do we have time?
Hit us.
All right.
Hit us real quick.
Black Flag was on the SST label.
Yes.
Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Dinosaur Jr. Soundgarden.
That's how I know about SSC, by the way.
Minutemen, Husker Du, Descendants, and the list goes on. There's a whole bunch of other bands that sort of are like the second tier level that are still killer. And I'm telling anybody out there, if you get something on the SST label from the 80s, you will not be upset.
Like quality-wise, sonically?
Sonically, yeah. If you're into that California punk thing,
yes.
But you know what? They push the envelope of punk as well.
Yeah, it was a bit more on the left field side. It wasn't so like how Sub Pop has a sound, has a sonic brand. Like it wasn't so that. I think they let their guys do, like they had a brand too, I guess, in a way, but they still kind of let them tickle their own worlds in some degree.
Yeah, I mean, there was a band on there called Cruel Frederick, who are basically a jazz band. They sound like Ornette Coleman.
Whoa, I don't know Cruel Frederick.
Cruel Frederick, check them out. And there was a band called Angst, and Angst did like folky, sort of country type stuff.
Yeah, Angst.
So I mean, you get a little bit of everything, but see, I like all different genres, so I don't mind that. But I guess somebody who's straight punk, if they listen to something with like that sounds like country or folk, they might be, what's this crap, you know? But I don't know. I'm kind of into everything, so.
So which makes your wallet look thinner than most. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, yeah. So how come you didn't eat this week, Chris? Well, because I bought the SUBHUMANS album.
Different vitamins for different people. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Now, I want to know, honey, what's a group that you collect all of their albums of, or that you at least try to? Now, I said the very T-shirt that you're wearing, Sabbath.
Yeah, that was a great choice. I actually have all of Sabbath on CD.
Yeah,
I've got some of the stuff. I've got some of the stuff on vinyl, but I got to go with SWA.
Oh.
Now, SWA, I'm really like a one-trick pony, but SWA is another SST band.
Hey, you are freaking educating me. I didn't know SWA. I didn't.
Yeah, now listen, I'm going to educate you more. Chuck Dukowski is the bass player. He was the bass player. Yes. Yeah, I know, I'm blowing your mind right now. He was the bass player in Black Flag.
Yes, yes. Oh, I didn't know that.
And the lead singer, Merrill Ward, he came from a band called Overkill, but not the thrash band Overkill, the SST band Overkill.
Something to think about for the people.
Blowing the vinyl guru's mind.
He is quite the sharer tonight, I have to say.
Well, here's the thing, though, because you show a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I've never heard of what you're showing. And I know it's good because I trust your opinion, but I'm like, I don't know what the frick she's talking about. Like, some of the stuff you have in your collection, I'm like, that's got to be good, but I've never heard it before. So that's what's crazy, is that's what's great about the VC, is that we all are learning from each other.
Totally.
But like you said, it's like, it's hurting our wallets, though.
Oh, honey. If we didn't have obligations, I'm pretty sure things would be looking in the negatives, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But, okay, what's a genre you're a bit of a novice at, I guess? Or that you're tipping your toes into? I went jazzy.
Oh, no, it's blues.
Shoot, that's another good one, too.
This is why I watch, I think, what's this, Chris Blues Guy Vinyl, I think I want to say.
Oh, yes. Great guy.
He knows so much about blues. I don't know really much. I mean, I've got a couple Muddy Waters CDs.
I really recommend, Sunhouse is probably one of the coolest cats for blues.
Sunhouse?
He used to, his biggest song, like Grinning in Your Face, is just him and his hands clapping. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? It's really good.
You could be a blues singer.
Oh, shit. I have a career out there somewhere. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Everything I sing ends up coming out country, so I don't know.
Well, honey, that just means you're wholesome and got that hospitality, damn it. Listen. Another one.
Yeah.
What is an act that you would be surprised? That people would be surprised that you listen to. Now, I just did this for sheer comedic sake, but Boy George / Billie Eilish in brackets, because I know you did a video, but Boy George.
I actually just bought the Culture Club album, Paint by Numbers, I want to say it's called.
Yes, I saw that, the thrift video, right?
Yeah, with Karma Chameleon and all that. I love Boy George. He's got an amazing voice. Killer, very underrated. I went with Ice Cube.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, Ice Cube.
That's a good one too.
He was my first rap hip hop artist. I remember back in the day, I bought his album, The Predator.
Oh shit!
That album is killer. And
honestly, he was when it comes to NWA, it was him. He was the writer. He was the best.
Well, and after, well, yeah, of course NWA, and then he had a solo career. He was also in a band called West Side Connection.
You know, I didn't really listen to most of that. I knew of it, but I didn't really.
Check out West Side Connection.
You think I should?
It'll blow your mind.
All right. I knew of it, but I never really fully, because I'm like, when they go to another project, it can be hit or miss. You know?
Yeah, no, West Side Connection's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now final grandiose major city that you always wanted to dig. Now, come on, you got to redeem yourself. I went this route because I will justify it. I went this route because this is the perfect place for your taste. I know you got the punk in you, honey. So as the punk heart, you can't not go here.
Oh, London. I went Seattle.
I wrote Seattle. I wrote Seattle somewhere. Okay,
Wait,
no, I'm pissed.
Rewind the tape.
Rewind the tape. I wrote it somewhere here, but I tossed it. Oh, I'm pissed.
Now, I've never been to Seattle before, but I'm sure it's a cool city.
Oh, I'm pissed. Oh,
I love coffee too, so, you know.
Okay,
Starbucks.
wait. Tell the people why you said Seattle.
Well, like I said, I mean, I've never been to Seattle before, but it just seems like a cool place. I mean, people are hanging out, drinking coffee. There you go.
I told you. That's a half point because I did write it.
Nice. Plus, the whole grunge thing started in Seattle, so.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a real music city. Another city, too, is Nashville. I'd love to get to Nashville.
Yeah, that's one for me for sure. Seattle, though, oh man, I mean, it's funny about America. Like each city really has its own cocktail. But
yeah.
Anyways, I will say this: you did win something today.
Oh.
He could have won a lightly used plunger from a local 2-star motel. This message was brought to you by absolutely no one. Anyways, so now we did come to the end. And now, you know the thing I do, honey. Are you trying to do it with me, or is it going to be a solo venture? I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out where this is going.
You know exactly where it's going, because what do? Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Ooh, with the witch fingers.